Whoa! Took that a little fast, huh?
Apparently.
All right, well, I'm going to take the wood, and I'll see you back at the freight depot.
Bye!
Hold on, I got the break right here.
Hey everybody, welcome to CWG Plays. I'm James, and that is Tim. You know him from our panelist playlist, and you know me from our weekly series here on YouTube. We are kicking off some fun videos where we're going to play games that we think you'll like. We know that we like them, and we want to share them with you. And Tim, today we're in a winter wonderland. It is super nice and peaceful, except for we have a bit of a calamity on our hands here.
Yeah, there's a really old train upside down in the snow.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think that was James's doing. I'm going to clarify that first off.
Yes, we were playing a game called American Railroads Online, or really, I guess it's just called Railroads Online. Its predecessor was American Railroads. And all the games we're going to play will have some sort of weather tie-in, and the weather tie-in for this game is twofold. One, they've introduced winter and snow into the game as a part of kind of a holiday Easter egg. It has no real impact on the physics of the game as far as we can tell, but that's the second part of this that we think you other fans at home are really going to like, because this game is all about temperature control of your locomotive and pressure of the locomotive to make sure that you can pull what you need to pull across the terrain. So today's mission, besides getting the train back on the tracks, is going to be picking up some logs, which are some of the most basic things you can do in the game just to help you get acclimated. But let's start with a re-rail. I am trying so hard to rotate. Whoa!
Whoa! So let's talk about the physics of this game.
So this game is what they consider early access. So it's before a beta, if you're familiar with that term, and so you do buy it on the Steam PC gaming platform with the notion that you will own the game for life, and you will get updates from the developer. But part of that comes with the notion that there might be weird bugs, like flying locomotives. We need to turn it around, though, Tim.
All right, slow her on down. Step.
Little love tap, little love tap.
Let's gotta make sure it's connected right? Nope.
Oh.
Goodbye.
This game is not for the faint of heart.
You have to put the link on a certain side, I think. I had a hard time linking this up when I first got it, because they spawn separately. Stop. Hey, perfect stop. You know, we technically could just back up to the freight depot from here.
That's what I thought we were going to do. I thought at this point we were just going to go backwards. Take me home to a place I belong. Virtual train world. Mountain mama. Aren't you singing with me, Tim?
Sorry, I was trying to make sure the train didn't derail. Plus, I just enjoy your beautiful solo a cappella singing.
You told me I had to sing once during this episode, so there you go.
All right, I bet it'll happen at least 2 more times. Let's see.
So here's the in-game map. It has no indication of where your colleagues are. It has no indication of where any of the tracks are that you built. There are third-party tools for that, but you can see we're heading back to a freight depot. That's our HQ. This is where you start the game. In today's episode, we are going to take our logging cars to the logging camp to pick up logs, and then we're going to take them to the sawmill where they are turned into lumber.
Yeah, so follow me real quick. We'll give you a tour of the freight depot.
This is our company HQ. It's like 1850-ish, and the developers say this is inspired by the Rocky Mountains in the United States.
So here we go, starting at the rear. You got your little Christmas caboose with a nice wreath. You got 6 logging cars. And then you got 12 planks and beams. There we go. And here we are with one of the original porters. This is actually the second one you get, called Timbo.
Timbo, which, yeah, it's the second one. You get one free when you start, and we named that one Jimbo.
Well, it's called Betsy for a long time.
Yeah, well, you know. Are you putting? You probably have to start a fire, right? So
Yep, I
there's a
just
bit of
put some-
science involved here. Not that I'm a steam engine certified locomotive, but
Well, from what I understand, you put wood into the fireplace and set it on fire, which heats the water, which steams the train.
yeah, which creates pressures, which moves the gears and the pistons. But it's that fire temper that's critical. It kicks off the whole reaction chain. So without maintaining a proper temperature, you can't maintain pressure. You only have about half water, but that should be enough for what we need to do right now. Are there
Well,
brakes
also,
on?
I go through and I check the brakes and the linkages of every car before I do a big run. Gives the fire time to start, too.
You're such a good conductor. You know, people think conductor and they picture like a guy who takes tickets on a train, which is true of a passenger train. But on a freight train, the conductor is the one who's responsible for exactly what you just described. While the engineer is responsible for driving the train, the conductor is responsible for the safety of the load and the people and all of these moving parts.
Okay.
5317, when we bought this and it asked us to name it and number it, that is the same number that is on the caboose parked outside the Matthews, North Carolina library that was donated by Seaboard Airlines, one of the original Carolina railroads.
Hey, nice. I never really thought about the number, but that makes a lot of sense.
When you have really long trains, you don't want to slam the brakes on only in the front because it's like slamming the brakes on when you're riding a bike. If you only slam on the front wheel, the back of the bike keeps going.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could have a brakeman who's up here watching and brakes with you or throws an emergency brake. I'm going to start driving the train while he's doing that. Nobody tell him.
Well, I'm on the caboose, so I should be okay.
All right, I'm in the locomotive, so you can see here in the bottom left. Well, actually, hang on. Well, behind Tim.
Yeah, behind
Tim, just duck down for a second.
Goodbye.
Oh, perfect. Thanks. In the bottom left, you can see we got fuel, fire temp, water level, water temperature, air brake pressure, not applicable on this train, and boiler pressure. So we are in pretty good shape for what we need to do. You can come on back now, Tim.
Thanks.
I'm glad you had a green Post-it handy.
It was a green lens cloth that I just put over the camera, and then I'm gone.
Worked great.
That was awesome. Anyway,
All right.
I'm running back to the caboose, but you can go ahead and start moving whenever.
Thanks for that lesson on how green screens work. All right, so here we go.
I got my fire nice and toasty back here in the caboose. So
I'm
I
going to try
can
to do a
stay
relatively
warm.
slow start so I don't break anything in the middle. Let me know when the caboose is even moving.
Oh, I'm moving.
Okay, I can't see that far back.
Oh, yeah, the graphics, when you're not hosting, don't go
Right.
as far. I'm like, we laughed at the physics earlier, but the physics with the train gameplay, at least, is pretty good. Like, if
Yeah.
you throw on the brakes, you're going to keep on sliding and probably break a bunch of couplers in the midst of it. Yeah.
Okay, so am I stopping up here with the idea that Theo's going to come over this crossover and pick these up?
It depends on how risky you wanted this to be, because I have not done a test with Theo in cars.
Oh.
So if you want to actually make deliveries, let's just stick with Timbo.
Oh, that's totally fine. Totally fine. Yeah. Sorry, I was going slow because I was anticipating we were going to stop and then bring the big one over in the crossover, but you're right. We still haven't tested so much of this legacy track with that new giant engine. I don't want to spend this entire introduction video re-railing the new engine.
Right.
I haven't played it in a while, and I'm just gung-ho. I'm like, go!
Yeah, remember, you got 19 cars behind you.
Oh, that's I have 19 cars. Oh, how long is
Yeah,
that
the
going to take for
caboose-
us to load?
Oh, I loaded it by myself in about 25 minutes. With two people, it's going to be awesome, because basically you just stay at the train while I load the car.
The power of editing is going to be awesome. Okay, let me know when the caboose is at the water tower so I can crank open the regulator. So let's talk about the landscape for a second, because when we started, it wasn't winter. It was just summer, I guess. But I really
Yeah, everything
like...
was just green pastures and evergreen pine trees, and but this has a nice dimension to it. Though I feel laying track and groundwork was a lot harder with a white on white background.
Yeah, that could use a
'Cause-
little fine adjustment, but I really like the feel of being in the mountains now with the snow.
I agree. It grew on me after a while. I didn't like the change at first, but it's pretty.
Now, listening to the developers on their own YouTube channel and on other podcasts, they do talk about the fact they do want to eventually bring weather elements into the game. Changing weather, day-night cycle, things that would actually impact your trip down the railroad.
Right, because I was surprised. We probably won't get to it in this video, but my track that leads to the iron ore mine has a 3 to 4% grade to it. And I thought, oh, it's snowing. It's going to be a lot harder to get up that grade. But yeah, the weather physics have not been activated yet.
I think it's just cosmetic right now. But what's going to happen is you'll go to run it one day, and all of a sudden you'll be like, why am I slipping? What's happening?
You only load the last 6 cars here, because that's the only thing we can pick up from the logging camp here.
Oh, we're not loading all 19 cars?
No, you can't.
Oh, okay.
16 of the cars, or 12 of the cars? Yeah, 12 of the cars are meant for planks and
Oh, I got you. I'm going to have to
boards.
open the regulator back up here because I slowed down in anticipation of a big curve, forgetting that I still have to lug up some 20 more cars.
Up a I think this is a 2 or 3% grade here.
That's a legacy curve.
Yeah.
And by that,
So
I
let's
mean
see.
we laid it before we knew what we were doing. I also didn't realize we were hauling cars just because we were hauling cars. Like, we could have just left cars behind.
And be advised, when you take the first 12 cars past where we're going to be loading, it starts going downhill, so leave yourself plenty of room for braking.
Yeah, I just turned the regulator off with the idea that I might just be coasting there.
Maybe
Does that random piece
2.
of bridge work you have laid mean anything?
Oh, stand by. We lost some cars. You lost the second half of the train.
Okay, I'm stopping. Hey, remember how
So,
I
yeah.
said, oh, this is enough water and fuel because we're only just shunting?
Well, there's a water tower right before the sawmill, so...
Yeah, it's the fuel
work.
I'm worried about. All right, how much do you need from me here?
that should be good.
I got distracted by your indicators in the ground because we do not yet have, like, flags or signs. Oh,
Yeah,
got enough,
so I
got
just
enough.
laid pieces of bridge work, because when I loaded this 18-car train by myself, and I could not see the rear of the train, so I had to put
Right.
down some sort of marker as a reference.
I don't know, give it a whirl. I'll put these brakes on so that when I back into them, they don't all roll away. Oh. There you go.
How's that? Did that lay?
Yeah. Yeah.
I see the problem in the rail. I need to.
Oh yeah, it's.
I could just lay that track again.
It looks like it looks like my spine. All right, are you ready for me to roll on back?
Yeah, come on back.
I see you.
Lean your head into my bunny ears. I can't go any further.
Oh, like.
Wrong way.
All right, so while Tim was coupling up the back car, I moved him on the video so that you could actually see the controls I was using. Ah. Okay. All right. Did you get that car coupled?
Yep, come on back. You got
All right.
about a half a car length to your next one.
Half a car length. All right, so you need almost no speed out of me.
Yeah, just a general advice for a train this long: never adjust your regulator or brake more than 5% at a time. Stop. Sorry, I was talking and then completely
He
missed
says
that
as
one.
he throws it up to.
Start hitting your brake, quarter, and stop.
Tim's gonna look at this video later and go, "What was he doing?"
Oh man, a little bit more. I'm sorry. You rolled, or the cars rolled forward into each other.
They compressed.
Yeah. Before I could lock it.
Oh.
A little more. Yeah, this car just keeps going back and forth.
Just like stopped. I feel stuck.
Alright, you said you put the brakes on the first 2 cars, correct?
Correct.
Alright, you should be good to go, boss. Very slowly. Coast down that hill at about 10% brake.
10% brake.
Got 3 more cars to get over the problem spot.
$25 brake.
Oh, we separated.
It's because I hit the brake again?
I have no idea. Good news is it's my part's still rolling, so I'm gonna get completely on the straightaway. We only have to rehook one car.
I know, I've got the brake. It won't stop.
You might have to, yeah, plan ahead and then go ahead and turn your regulator reverser in the wrong direction.
This is why we need brake people in the back.
Right. Slow up more. Stop.
Stopping.
Yeah, you gotta. It's just trial and error, figuring out how much.
I've never
leverage
driven a
you
train
gotta-
this long, and I can't. I'm not used to not being host, so I can't see back there.
Oh, okay. That is fair. All right, hold on. I'm gonna load up these cars before you move.
All right. I had to come back here so that the people at home could see what you were doing.
Oh yeah. I'm just loading up the train with these cranes.
I guess we missed a car, so I'll have to go backwards before I go forwards.
I think I stopped it in such a place that this crane will actually load that car when it finishes
Oh, okay.
loading this one. But we'll see. Because I had marked it. Oh, yeah. I'll probably have to back up. Let's see. Oh, okay. If you line up the front wheels of the train with this steel bar right here, you can load 3 cars at a time.
I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but okay.
This one over here where I'm standing. You line up the front wheels of the car with this beam on the left side. Hey, for some reason I can no longer.
All right, I'm gonna be going forward. Is that right?
Yeah, 3 car lengths.
3 car lengths forward. Copy. Tell me when.
And you may not even have to use the regulator. Just
Oh, I
coast.
was not planning on it.
Head on up.
All right. Here's 50% brake.
Yeah, why don't you just keep 50% brake?
You know what the other thing that's weird when you're the guest and not the host is all of the cars are constantly bouncing around graphically.
All right, slow up a lot.
Trying to. Oh. How's that?
Terrible. I put on 4 cars worth of brakes in the caboose before it finally stopped.
Oh, I was wondering why it was all of a sudden stopping. Do I need to go
All right,
backwards?
well, in a second, I'm loading the last car. Before the caboose. Both cranes are loading the same
I was too
car,
busy
so it's
making
not gonna-
excuses. Yes, but at this distance, the cars in the back, as they like are coming into and out of the draw distance, they like hop around. So to
I
me,
gotcha.
it constantly looks like the train's derailing. It's hard to know when the train is actually derailing. You know what we should
All
do
right,
next
start
time?
slowing up. Yeah, that was way too fast. You caused a big chain reaction down here, and you almost broke a bunch of
I went
legs.
from like 35% brake to 40. Should
Yeah,
I be
so,
moving
mean,
or staying?
Keep coming back. Keep coming back.
I'm trying to do it slowly.
Okay.
I'm still trying to do it slowly.
That's okay. Right, there we go. Finally caught up down here. Come on back about another third of a car. Alright, you can stop her on whenever you're ready there, boss man.
Okay, doing it slowly. How's that?
Beautiful stop. That
Oh.
was beautiful.
Uh-oh, we're rolling.
Now you're going back forward.
I let the regulator off. That was a guess holding me in place.
And then all the cars had to settle up to you because they're forwarding downhill. Yeah, this needs to be different if we're gonna load cars. At
Well,
the
what I
end
was
of
about
the
to say is
train.
we're doing it backwards. We should have come up the hill. So we weren't hanging off a hill.
True.
If we were loading the back of a train. We'll have to check the inventory of the saw. Why is it returning that log? Oh, that was just a weird graphical thing. Okay, bye. I'm going to the front of the train. All right, are you ready for us to drive?
Yes, sir. Let's roll.
All right, I'm going to drive the manual way so people can see this way. All right, I'm going really slow.
Yeah, just keep going slow until...
I mean, it's only going to pick up speed coming down the hill like this, and we have all of the weight in the back. You may almost want to ride a brake so the train doesn't try to push me down the hill. I think if we start going faster than this, we'll need to. I cannot see back there.
Okay.
So if you start experiencing something, tell me.
Oh, well, that was great. I put the brake on the caboose, and then my caboose derailed.
Leave it behind. If it's just the caboose, just leave it.
All right.
We'll come back for it.
Unless you go, just back up. It's like right here.
How far am I backing up?
Literally like a wheel's length, like 2 wheels lengths.
That should
Not
be
much.
easy, he says. Sarcastically. All right, I'm trying.
You're good.
I realize I'm going forward. That's not intentional.
I know. You're on a pretty steep hill
On a
here.
stupidly steep hill. And I don't want to just rocket it 100% backwards.
Yeah.
I'm really not sure that this is going to happen. I have it 100% backwards at this point with the sander, and we're still going forward.
All right. Well, I'm jumping on the train. Let's go. You know what? I'm just going to do a game save right here.
Okay. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. I mean, like,
Coming back up.
cool for me to move?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
Okay.
let's get out of here. I'm ready to log off.
Yes, I hear you. I was starting to say, Tim, I can't see anything back there but the first logging car.
Okay.
So if you experience an issue, holla. Brakes at 20. Reversers at 100 forward. Regulators at 20. Either lost pressure or that knob is broken. Which is weird because I don't
Did your
think-
fire go out?
I don't think so. No, fire's going great. We have no water. See beginning
right.
of episode where James said, we don't have a lot of water.
All right, I'm done. I'm going to log off for the night. I am not about to lay a water tower right now.
Well, I still have some pressure. I can get us there, I think.
All right, let's see if
Let's
you
see.
can get it.
Maybe not. All right, well, through the power of editing, Tim and I are back. It's a different day in real life. We thought we would cut out all of the cursing under our breath. We are now going to rescue our lumber car, which is out of water and needs a little assistance to get here to the... what is this place called, Tim?
This is the Sawmill.
The Sawmill. That's right. All right, your next switch is good. I will wait for you here at the pond and hop on.
Info.
Here you come. This is the pond we will return to in hopefully just a few moments to drop all the logs off so that we
Not
can
slowing
make...
down, so jump on.
Ah! How'd I do?
Nice jump.
Thanks.
Did you land in the tinder?
Yeah, I landed
you're on the
inside of
back.
Yeah. I think I'm standing with my head inside a lamp, but I'm here.
All right, I need to figure out.
Yeah, I didn't want you... I figured I'd come back here to tell you when the train was coming.
Yeah, I'm just coasting now, and I know we're about to go uphill, so.
Now, I think this was the spot where in the last episode the train stalled out, but through the magic of saving the game, it's actually back up the hill just a little bit.
Yeah. And we have to back up just a little bit more to get to Caboose as well.
Oh, are we going to get the caboose?
Might as well.
Somehow we got to a save point where the caboose had derailed, but the train was further up the hill.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't remember when all I click save, but
Yeah.
here we go. I got the train in sight.
Oh, see? I do not. So my role back here as brakeman is useless to you when I am the
Well,
guest
when
on
we
your
get
server.
closer, yeah, when we get closer, you'll be very useful. You want to run down there and put a link on
Yeah,
Timbo?
I don't see it yet, but I'll just keep running. Oh, there it is. I'll call it one car. You still have
Uh-oh.
most of a car. Half a car. 10 feet. Got like 3 railroad ties. All right. 3, 2, 1. Can you come back any further, or did it stop through some sort of invisible? Okay, right there.
All right, we're good.
That did not couple the way I thought it was going to. All right.
Is it coupled at least?
Second attempt worked just fine.
Okay. If
I'm
you'll
gonna
take
turn-
yeah,
Turn the
you
brake
got
off in Timbo.
it. Got it.
Okay, brake is off. I'm going to put the reverser in neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, reg's at 0. Making sure we haven't
Oh.
put any brakes on the cars. Doesn't look like it.
Put a little firewood
Wait.
in here while you're doing that.
Did you re-rail the caboose?
No, is it re-railed?
It's re-railed, but I know for a fact that when I joined your server today, day 2 of recording, it was derailed.
See, because when I saved, it should have been railed but not connected.
Which is where it is right now. But do you remember when I first connected earlier today? I actually commented that I saw it on the tracks, and then moments after loading, watched it go flying.
Oh, that must have been a big graphics glitch.
Weird.
Yeah, I walked down here just to investigate myself, and yep.
All right. Well, I'm going to put the brake on the train. Okay, brake is on the caboose. I'm going to put a link on the back of the last log car. I see you,
Oh, you
But I
see
don't
me?
but I don't see the train that you're running on.
Whoa.
You're just like floating down there.
Nice.
You have one section of metal bridge. Whatever that means in Tim measurements.
10-4.
Keep coming. You got quite the incline back here. If you
Yeah,
can.
I'm just trying to balance the speed.
Fair enough.
Because with a train this long, it's really hard to stop.
Little under half car. Quarter car. 4, 3, 2. We got 2 more railroad ties. Although I bet you if I just take the brake off the caboose, it would roll into you.
Stand by. We're coming.
1, 0, stop. Okay, they're kissing. And they are connected, taking the brake off the caboose.
All right, we're moving.
All right, we're moving back here. I would suggest anybody who likes trains, or anybody who has small children, there are a ton of retired cabooses scattered across the Carolinas and beyond. Some of them, you get to climb up just like this. Put some fire in the fireplace. Yeah, that's better. I think I'm going to try to make my way to the front so that viewers can see you driving the train.
Okay.
That's right. We're pulling along a
A porter engine.
yeah paperweight. I'll just hang out in the paperweight.
You can get in and start driving and pushing us faster.
Not without pressure, I can't.
Oh yeah, you don't have any water.
There's no water. I'll stand
Okay.
here. I'll stand here and wait for it.
Okay, I can actually see the caboose when it comes out of the trees.
There's the caboose. Bouncing along like a bad train cartoon. Ah, I'll race you. I wanted to be the guy. I want to be like the guy at the airport. Right this way. Right this way. All right, so Tim, I'll let you know when the lumber is here. It's still just coming off the bend. We currently have 0 out of 100 logs. We'll go and unload them into the pond. They will slowly make their way inside the lumber co. And then those platforms on the other side will slowly fill up with 2 products. And then we can take those products elsewhere in another
planks
episode.
and beams.
Planks and beams.
If I record boards and beams, maybe. Something like that.
They're like sheetrock and 2x4s.
Yeah. All right, what are we looking like?
1 car, slowing up.
Mine says left mouse button. And
What?
now mine's unloading.
All right, let me try a different one. Weird. I have definitely done this before, and I know it looks like I've never played this game before, but it is not letting me unload cars. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll let you unload the train. We can see the logs going into the water, and I will run our viewers around so we can start to see stuff on the other side. I guess you think that's going to make it? Wow, this is a good amount of stuff over here. So we've got 10 lumber. And 74 beams, which gives me the impression that Tim has done some previous lumber deliveries.
Yes.
But we can see that number climbing.
All right, so I did a game save.
Fabulous.
And now I'm going to back up. And then I'm just going to derail the train.
Why?
Just because I want to see how fast this engine will go.
Oh, you're going to go forward to the same spot I derailed at the beginning of the episode?
Yes.
That's meta. I feel like this is the Tim version of like, Mom, 5 more minutes.
Right?
All right, I'll meet you over there. I'll race you. It doesn't even fit on the groundwork.
I think we're going over right here.
No? No, you're still there. You're still there. You're definitely not making this curve, though. We know that for a scientific fact, and I am standing in a horrible spot.
I have faith.
I don't have any faith. There it goes!
Whoop,
Timbo!
there it goes.
Oh! Timbo's
All right.
got it! Go, Timbo, go! Bye!
Keep going.
All right, well, join us next time when Tim and I will try to derail less trains and make more efficient deliveries. If you like this video, let us know. We are going to try to play more games here in the Carolina Weather Group YouTube channel, and we're going to try to find things that directly have weather in them or are weather adjacent. So if you have any suggestions, please drop them in the comments because we'd love to hear from you. And until then, Tim, I'm going to need some driving lessons.
Yep. I'll make sure you're up to speed for the next video.
Maybe. Bye.
Later.